course, I found the plasterer's boy playing trains. Yeah, and using, that's not plaster, that's jointing compound. Now, in a previous video I explained this is a trying locomotive. Now, a lot of the stuff that I've got is Hornby Dublo, made in England by Meccano Limited. But something that I was using yesterday is this little wagon. And this is a strange wagon, isn't it? Because we've got a triangle style coupler on one end and a Hornby style coupler on the other end, which makes it a bit useful. But this is a Wrenn, made in England. Now, G&R Wrenn, they had their factory in Basildon in Essex, and I actually for 20 years lived in Basildon. Well, yeah, live and Basildon are not really words that go together well, but that's a long story. But I never really knew anything much about the Wrenn company. And fundamentally, when Hornby stopped making this sort of thing, and there was financial sort of rearrangements with Hornby and trying and what have you, Wrenn, I don't know if they bought the moulds or quite what they did, but they carried on making Hornby Dublo. And this is one of their products. So if you compare the wagon chassis and the wagon body with Hornby Dublo, it's exactly the same, and it's only really that they've got their name on it that tells you it's different. But there we are. Let's see what happens if we hook this onto that locomotive. So with the Hornby Dublo coupler on that end, we can attach Now, I have been doing some Scenic work, and there's a little bit of philosophy involved with this. If you buy or are given a second-hand model railway magazine, you'll leaf through the pages and you will find adverts for companies that will sell you absolutely everything you want for building a model railway. They will sell you grass that you can stick on, and you can use an electrical sort of system to make all the grass stand up. Fantastic. They will sell you modelling plasters of all sorts in little packets. They will sell you paint. You're probably getting the drift of this. They will sell you. And once you start down that route, you're going to find that you're going to be financially bereft very, very quickly. My approach to scenic modelling, and I know this is shared by some of you, is to use what you've got. Now, I was doing some work on the house. I'd mixed up some ragrayage, which is much better than plaster, much more expensive than plaster. But you can never mix the right amount. You always end up with a little bit left over. So rather than just wash it away, I used some of it, spread it on here unevenly, and I was doing some other work using some of the jointing compound to go between the stones on the house, and again you end up with a little bit left over. Actually, I ended up with a lot left over. So you plonk it down. And paint, all right, I bought paint. But you need to sort of think about, you know, if you look at a field, grass is never just green. So what I've been doing with a piece of broken glass as a palette, you know, a little bit of mix and match and a bit of bodge, and sort of splodge it on so that you end up with a more, I think, a more natural sort of look to it. So I have done a little bit, not a lot, because I have got other things to do, as you know. Anyway, I'm going to leave that there because this afternoon it's Wednesday, so I shall be playing Scrabble with old ladies, which is always fun.